in 1990. And today, both sides are claiming victory.
President Clinton says he called off U.S. airstrikes when he heard Iraq was ready to agree to unconditional cooperation with UN weapons inspectors.
Because they have been and they remain the most effective tool to uncover, destroy, and prevent Iraq from rebuilding its weapons of mass destruction.
Along with access for UN weapons inspectors, Iraq must surrender documents detailing its chemical and biological programs. And Iraq must honor all UN resolutions governing its weapons programs. UN Secretary General Kofi Annan applauded Iraq's decision, but warned the world is growing tired of being pushed to the brink of war.
And I'm not sure that if there is a next time, we would even have time for further diplomatic initiatives and appeals.
But Iraq also claimed victory, saying it had shown the world it's being unfairly punished by UN conditions imposed after the Gulf War.
We have decided, based on the appeals of the Secretary General and of the Russian Federation President, that we will give it a try to find a better way, a more constructive way of dealing with the Security Council and with NASCAR and the IAEA.
The president may have called off airstrikes for now, but he left that option open for the future.
Until we see complete compliance, we will remain vigilant, we will keep up the pressure, we will be ready to act.
President Clinton says Saddam remains the greatest threat to his own people and says the U.S. will support Saddam's opponents in hopes of ousting him. The Iraqis call that statement illegal meddling in Iraq's domestic policy.
Okay, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. Thank you, Glenn Augustine. Neighbors in Jackson County are sending relief to hurricane victims in Honduras and Nicaragua.
They're dispatching a truck loaded with supplies from Seymour to Central America today. As News 8's Tony Perkins reports, the relief effort went from one person's wish to help Hurricane Mitch survivors to thousands of neighbors making a promise come true.
A pair of long johns.
Tomorrow would have been 2 weeks when we first got the idea. So it was, bam, we had to get it going.
It was the stories coming out of Honduras and Nicaragua that made a group of Seymour metal workers ask themselves what they could do to help.
I was watching the news one Monday morning right after the hurricane and thought there's got to be something we can do.
Thousands of villagers were killed, thousands more were left homeless as Hurricane Mitch tore a path through their town. Now, just after those pictures from Central America were seen, organizers here in Seymour put together this relief effort, and in less than 2 weeks' time, people all across Jackson County have responded.
Well, one of our members came in this morning, and I had not heard about this because I commute back and forth from Indianapolis, and she said, we've got to donate, so she said, here's $100 and take it down there and give it to them.
Water, canned goods, and clothes came in from neighborhood groups and individuals who wanted to help. Students put together health kits containing soap, toothbrushes, and toothpaste.
Brownstown just did an incredible effort. We had a call from a teacher over there, Larry Hinkle, just out of the blue, called, wanted to do something, got his students motivated, and we went over there, and the hall was filled with stuff.
The 53-foot-long trailer will be driven from Seymour to Louisiana. Then the supplies will be loaded onto planes and boats for the last leg to Central America.
What I thought was, first, what can I do? One person, what can I do? But then I got to thinking, if I want to do something, then there have to be other people who want to do something. And I was kind of just going on faith like that. If we give them a way to contribute, that they will. And they did.
Tony Perkins, News 8.
The relief effort received a jump start from Covelco Metal Company in Seymour, and the Walmart in town lent organizers the truck and the truck driver for the trip to Louisiana. Finally, the United Methodist Committee for Relief will help get the supplies from Louisiana to Central America. The whole thing came together in just 14 days.
A cell phone call may have saved a woman's life in California. The woman was kidnapped as she was leaving church last night. Police say a masked man forced her to drive her car to an unknown location, then tied her up and stuffed her into the trunk. The woman managed to dial 911 on her cell phone this morning. Police traced the call to the parking lot of a Nevada casino. She was airlifted to a Las Vegas hospital and is listed in serious condition.
Several people were hurt when an explosion ripped through an apartment building in Alhambra, California tonight. A Los Angeles TV station is reporting that 4 people were being treated for minor injuries after this blast. Witnesses say a huge fireball ripped through the 2-story apartment complex, followed by a large, dark, mushroom-shaped cloud. What caused the explosion is still a mystery. Elsewhere in California, police are looking for a teenage boy in connection with the murder of a 9-year-old. Authorities say the victim's throat was slashed. The boy's aunt found him in the men's restroom. Police sealed off the area and searched for suspects. A witness to the attack says he tried to chase after a male suspect but lost him in some dense fog. Authorities say they're looking for a boy between the ages of 15 and 18.
Former Black Power activist Kwame Toure, also known as Stokely Carmichael, has passed away. As the young Stokely Carmichael in the 1960s, Toure was once the Prime Minister of the Black Panther Party and head of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC. In 1969, Toure cut his ties with American groups over the issue of allying with white radicals and moved to Guinea in West Africa. There, he adopted his new name and founded the All-African People's Revolutionary Party. Toure died in Guinea this weekend at the age of 57 from prostate cancer.
Kenneth Starr is expected to testify before Congress this week about his investigation of President Clinton, but Starr himself may soon face a similar probe. Newsweek magazine says the Justice Department is close to opening a formal ethics investigation of the prosecutor. At issue is whether Starr's prosecutors improperly tried to keep Monica Lewinsky from contacting her attorney when they first confronted her.
He already runs several television stations and a Major League Baseball team. Now, Ted Turner says he might like to run the country as well. According to an article in The New Yorker, Turner says he is serious about making a bid for the White House. Turner apparently discussed the idea after getting an award from the Nuclear Peace Foundation, but don't expect to see his wife Jane Fonda running for vice president. Turner tells The New Yorker that Fonda doesn't want him to run for president, but that she will, quote, go wherever Ted goes. Well, having a ticker tape parade thrown in your honor is usually a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but that's not if your name is John Glenn. Tonight, preparations are underway for a second such celebration for the astronaut. Tomorrow, Glenn and the other Shuttle Discovery astronauts will be honored on Broadway's Canyon of Heroes. New Yorkers threw a similar parade for Glenn 36 years ago when he became the first American to orbit the Earth.
An Indiana boy inspires 2 people to race for a cure. That story when News 8 continues. Plus, you've seen them Monday after the miracle. Now we'll take you beyond the story into the amazing lives of 2 women.
It's not Saturday Night Fever, but these couples are ready to dance the night away. You can find out why. And on Sports Locker, Will Hampton has highlights of today's Colts comeback win, plus a conversation with team president Bill Polian.
At just $229 a month, it's no surprise why Toyota Camry is America's #1 selling car. It's Camry's affordability. Now, for only $229 a month, you can lease a new, well-equipped Camry. And with payments this low, everything just seems to fall into place. For a low $229 a month Camry lease, see your Toyota dealers now. We're putting it all together for you every day.
Everyday people. If you're looking for a computer, there's no reason to go anywhere else but Circuit City. We've got it all, from software and hardware to printers, high-speed modems, memory, or you can design your own system. And you'll always get a guaranteed low price.
Save $270 on this Packard Bell computer system. With monitor and color printer, just $899.99 after rebates and instant discount. And right now at Circuit City, all appliances are on sale too. Plug into low prices all over the store today at Circuit City.
We'll show you the messy winner of the Garage Makeover Contest.
Plus, the season's hottest toys are put to the test. Will they pass? Play with us Monday morning on Daybreak.
In car racing, the name Unser means proven performance. It's a name that's been on the winner's stand more than any other. Talent that gets better with each generation. Not unlike Bicep, a name that's been #1 in weed control for over 20 years. And now, looks like it will be for 20 more. Introducing stronger, longer, better. Bicep 2 Magnum. Proven performance, the next generation.
Stop circling the globe. Save now at the world's largest RV dealer, Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana. Cruise Tom's 60-acre complex, over 1,000 RVs, mobile and sectional homes. Tom Raper is the world's largest RV dealer with the #1 selling brands: Seabounder, Discovery, Toyota, Prowler, Dutchman, Holiday Rambler, Rockwood, and many others. New and used and no big city overhead. Nobody beats Tom's deal. Truck caps $99. Save now. Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana. I-70 exit 149A, open till 8. Closed Sunday. Call 800-RAPER-RV.
2 athletes from Indianapolis are running the Honolulu Marathon next month for a very special cause. Dan Summers and Desiree Garcia say they were inspired to run the 26-mile marathon by 4-year-old Austin Horn of Sheridan, Indiana. Austin is battling leukemia and is currently in remission. Dan and Desiree say they're gathering donations for the Leukemia Society with the hopes researchers will one day find a cure.
Just having him to think about each morning when you don't want to get up at 5 to run. I mean, it truly is more than just going out and saying, hey, I want to be in great shape. It's doing it for a reason.
Ecstatic. We just know that, like I said, they're taking time out to train for this. And 26.2 miles, I personally can imagine doing it myself.
Austin got to help with the coin toss at the November 1st Colts game. His mother says the leukemia has taught her and her family to be grateful for every day and live life to its fullest.
Well, earlier this evening here on Wish TV, many of you saw the CBS movie The Monday After the Miracle. It's the long-awaited sequel to The Miracle Worker, which was the story of the life of Helen Keller. And even though the sequel has aired, there is still more to tell. The Helen Keller story began nearly 100 years ago, but the lessons learned are ageless.
If you think about an example of the power of teaching, the power of education, what better example is there than Annie Sullivan working with Helen Keller?
Throughout the course of their 50-year relationship, the names Annie Sullivan and Helen Keller became synonymous with overcoming obstacles. Helen, born blind and deaf, graduated from Radcliffe with Sullivan's help. The two toured the country, showcasing Helen's ability to communicate. Helen even starred in a silent movie about her life in 1919 and again, overcoming a tremendous obstacle.
Annie Sullivan became Helen Keller's lifeline to the world. And in a way, after the relationship matured over the course of time, Helen Keller became Annie Sullivan's window to the world, window to fame, to recognition that she never had as a child.
Annie Sullivan passed away in 1936, but for the next 24 years, Helen Keller, along with her companion Polly Thompson, toured the world as a goodwill ambassador for the American Foundation for the Blind. And today, most of Helen Keller's personal effects are still on display at the New York offices of the foundation. And Helen Keller spent her final years in Westport, Connecticut, where, among other things, she wrote a book about Annie Sullivan.
Half a century of marriage is a tremendous achievement by anyone's standards. Today, 350 couples celebrated their lifelong commitment with a golden anniversary party in Denver, Colorado. Any couple married more than 50 years is invited to the evening of dinner and dancing. But it's not easy to get these pairs to change dance or marriage partners. One couple at the party toasted 75 years of marriage. People could be celebrating the weather today. It was a beautiful day.
A very beautiful day, and they could smile about it too, as these couples were. I tell you what. What do you think, Steve? Any more coming our way?
Yeah, looks like you've got more to smile about. We're going to see a little bit more cloud cover perhaps during the day tomorrow, and off to a cool start. That's where we are right now. Let's go up to Fishers. Hamilton Southeastern High School, 37 degrees, but a very light wind. What will the low be tonight, and what can you expect for this week? The forecast is straight ahead.
The USAC test results are in, and the all-new Grand Am SE with its stronger solid form design has the imports a little nervous. With better braking than Altima, better cornering than Accord, faster acceleration than Camry. And now with the solid value of this limited time lease offer, it's silencing the competition. The all-new Grand Am. Solid. Excitement well built.
See one today at your Central Indiana Pontiac Pack dealer.
Each new day brings more new fun. Memories in the making.
making.
Seems like every day the kids just do something that I want to take a picture of.
Every smile's a special one, a treasure for the taking.
I can't wait around for specials. I might miss something important, so I take my film back to Walmart. Their prices are as low as they can be all the time, every day, and they do a great job.
Always great pictures, always low prices. At Walmart.
With an Intel Pentium 2 processor and the Kodak Picture CD, you can now make all the annoying little imperfections in your photos vanish like magic.
Dodge Durango can tow up to 7,400 pounds, nearly half a ton more than its nearest competitor. That's 2 extra dirt bikes, 1 more great big water toy, or 1 more baby grand. Hey, my Durango tows more toys. Gonna lose his wimpy towing blues. Dodge Durango, now available in 4x2 at the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Steve Bray has been approved by the American Meteorological Society.
We had a great weekend, and Steve says warmer weather still.
Hey, we'll take that.
Yeah, we've been kind of up and down temperature-wise, and it looks like we'll get another one of those ups during the day on Monday. But this weekend we saw a little bit different temperatures for the 2 days. Show you where we stood as far as high temperatures. 62 degrees on Saturday, then a cold front moved through Saturday night, and the high during the day today, only 51 degrees, while the lows were pretty much in the mid to upper 30s. And we're going to bottom out in those middle 30s again for tonight. But to tell you what, it was an absolutely gorgeous weekend. I want to show you this time lapse. This is the last couple of hours of daylight during the day on Sunday, fading into the sunset, and you can see some of the clouds that were increasing in the area during those late afternoon hours. So we're going to see a little bit more cloud cover tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies out there right now, but a gorgeous sunset. Temperature right now cooling off into the 40s. We're standing right now at 38 degrees. We've been dropping through the 40s all evening long, now into the 30s. Calm winds, 85% on the humidity. The barometer is falling. We're looking at the clouds increasing from the west. You can see those clouds are a little bit thicker when you get up to the north, and you can see there's some precipitation underneath those clouds as well. We'll go down underneath them to show you what it looks like. Across portions of Michigan, back into Minnesota, a mixture of rain and also snow. The good news, I guess you could say, is that all that's going to pass to the north of us. We've got high pressure right now stabilizing the atmosphere and keeping things pretty nice all weekend long. That high is going to stay with us through tonight, although shifting off to the east. It'll force the storm system to ride up to the north of us. So for the early part of the day on Monday, look for the showers to be down into southern Michigan, portions of southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, but they won't dip into Indiana until maybe the afternoon, when the northern third of the state could see an isolated shower or two, but I think we'll stay dry. We will see a mixture of clouds and sun during the day on Monday. As we go overnight, that cold front will move through, but a secondary front will drop in here by Tuesday morning. Now that could touch off a couple of sprinkles, but it doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot for us as far as rain is concerned. That will quickly move on, and the rest of the day on Tuesday will sneak in some sunshine. So Tuesday looks like a pretty nice day as well. But with this frontal system moving through, the two cold fronts actually, we're going to see another change in temperature. Highs during the day tomorrow preceding that frontal boundary will boost up into the upper 50s. Then when we get behind that next cold front, we'll actually cool off again. So Tuesday's highs only in the lower 50s, so that roller coaster ride continues. Here's your forecast for tonight, dropping down to about 34 degrees overnight for a low with partly cloudy skies. Then during the day on Monday, look for the high to be up to 58 with warmer but breezy conditions, variable clouds as well, mixture of clouds and sunshine. Then the highs for the rest of the week looking at 50s for the most part. By Thursday, a pretty good chance of rain, just those sprinkles possible early Tuesday. By Friday, partly cloudy and 46.
Of course, the weather was great in the Dome today.
Perfect. And so was the play.
That's right. And so were the Colts.
Yeah, especially toward the end of the game. First half wasn't so good, but the second half, what a What a game.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing, Will?
And you know, today was Ladies' Day at the RCA Dome, so I guess in honor of Ladies' Day, I'm asking all the men in the audience right now to give the remote control, give the flipper to your wife and your girlfriend, one of the other, right? And that's the way it'll work. Keep it right here for the next 40 minutes. We got it covered on the locker.
It's the only sedan under $20,000 with a 5-star government front crash test rating. Ford Taurus, now even a better value. Its standard Duratec V6 means power and performance at no extra charge. It has over 40 standard safety features. Need another reason? Get a lower monthly payment on a '99 Taurus with low 1.9 financing or $500 cash back. More reasons why your Indiana Ford store is the place.
It was his dream. Train dogs to fight crime and save lives. But it soon turned into a nightmare when he was kicked out of the organization he founded.
My friends plotted my demise.
Why did they turn against him? Wish TV's I-Team uncovers the truth about this non-profit organization making big bucks.
When you got everybody and their brother running around in new trucks and drawing big salaries, there's something wrong.
So where are your donations going? The investigation begins Monday on Wish TV's News 8 with Mike Ahern and Debbie Knox.
What do you think?
Nice nose job.
I'm an early bird.
More like a loony bird.
Early birds get free stocking stuffers at H.H. Gregg.
Free stocking stuffers?
Now at H.H. Gregg, choose a free stocking stuffer with a purchase of $49 or more. And get a free Scan Pack color scanner with any computer package after mail-in rebate.
Does this mean you're coming with me?
Why do you ask?
The early bird gets the savings and free stocking stuffers too. Now at H.H. Gregg.
Now, just in time for the holidays. Over 1,000 Slate pool tables begin arriving at Watson's this weekend. Get new and blend tables up to half off for 5 days only at Watson's.
They helped me a lot, go through a lot. I mean, they were really patient with me, you know, test driving all these different cars so I could figure out exactly what I was looking for, and we narrowed it down and found the vehicle I was looking for. They were really helpful with helping me find exactly what would fit my needs and my price range, and they didn't try to sell me anything I didn't want or didn't need. I would recommend them because they're very courteous, they're very efficient. They spend their time with you showing you what you want and not what they want to give you. So.
And now that your wife and girlfriend are done wrestling over the remote, welcome back to Sports Locker. You know, when you think about fourth quarter comebacks and last-minute drives, you think of names like Bradshaw, Montana, Elway, to name a few. Will Peyton Manning one day add his name to that list? Well, today against the Jets, the rookie quarterback gave Colts perhaps a glimpse of what the future just might hold. We pick it up, of course, early. This team ready to play, trying to win one for Ironhead. Early, Peyton Manning, 4-yard touchdown pass. Watch this great grab up and over by Torrance Small. He's a big receiver. That's why they got him. 10-3 Colts after one. Second quarter now. Well, the Jets come back. Little defense, huh? Where is it? Vinny Testaverde, 63 yards to Wayne Trebet. This touchdown ties this game at 10. Very strange play at the end of the first half. Mike Vanderdat trying a 63-yard field goal, trying to tie that record. Comes up short, Aaron Glenn. Great call by Parcells to have him back on this play. And look at the defense. Nobody's trying to stop him, really. They're just trying to contain him while he just keeps motoring down the sidelines and then does a very smart thing, waiting for his block. He gets one more block and goes 104 yards. It's a new NFL record for returning a field goal try. 23-10 New York at the half. Third quarter, defense all over Vinny. He goes down. Now the Colts defense gives the offense a chance to win this game. Peyton Manning up top to our Colts analyst, Marvin Harrison, right at you. Touchdown, 38 yards. They're within 6, 23-17. 9 catches, 128 yards for Marvin. Fourth quarter now, just over 2 minutes. That drive. They get it to Marshall. Marshall Faulk on 4th and 15 makes a great run to find the first down. 139 yards in total offense for 28. Then more. The end of the drive. Perfect. Marcus Pollard dragging the defender in. Gets it across the line. Touchdown. The Colts, 15 plays, 80 yards in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's the winning touchdown, and they get it 24-23. They give the game ball to Craig Ironhead Hayward. Manning's numbers, 26 of 44, 276 yards and 3 touchdowns. Anthony Calhoun has more.
After the Jets' Aaron Glenn returned, a Mike Vanderjagt missed field goal for an NFL record 104 yards for a touchdown in the first half, it appeared that the Colts were finished for the day. But in the second half, it was a total different Colts team.
Coach Moore did a good job of saying, don't let that play, affect this game. We're playing hard, we're playing good on defense, playing good on offense. Don't let that play put us in the tank and say, hey, it's not meant to be.
We had a chance to win the game. We had to make the fourth down play. We just didn't do it. That makes me sick, I'm telling you. That's it, I'm leaving.
I think it gave us a boost to let us know that we can play with a lot of guys, a lot of teams in the league. Jets were coming off a 4-game win, and they're a great team, coached by a great coach. Got some great players over there, so it gave us the confidence that we can play some of the better teams in the league.
The defense played super in the second half, shut them out. We needed to do that. Offense did a great job in the 2-minute situation there at the end of the game. Moving the ball, making first downs, conserving the clock, doing what they had to do to get in the end zone.
I mean, you got to pat yourself on the back when you win a game. I mean, especially how things have been around here for us. But at the same time, that's Monday. After Monday, stop patting yourself.
So what a great win for the Indianapolis Colts today over the New York Jets. And after the game, Coach Jim Moore decided to give the game ball to Craig Ironhead Hayward for his dedication to the team. Of course, he's still in the hospital with a benign tumor in his skull. Now, next up for the Colts, they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. With the Colts at the RCA Dome, Anthony Calhoun, Wish TV, Sports 8.
All right, thank you, AC. But we're just getting started here on The Locker. Coming up, our analyst Marvin Harrison joins us in studio to talk about today's win. And team president Bill Polian gives us his blueprint on how he plans to build a consistent winner in Indianapolis. Plus the rest of the day in the NFL. But up next, the Purdue women taking on the nation's top team, Tennessee. You might be surprised at the outcome next.
Sports Locker is brought to you in part by Marsh. At Marsh, we value you. And by the American Dairy Association. Winners drink milk.
Check this out. Stuff goes there. Friends pile in here. You grab this. 132 horses go here. To take you and 4 of your friends here, there, anywhere. They'll think you're cool. But we'll know you're smart.
Discover everyone's home favorites. Bob Evans sausage and new home-style breads. So hearty and wholesome, with all the simple old-fashioned goodness loved in our lean, savory sausage. Now, our 50 years of quality can be enjoyed fresh from the oven in our new cinnamon biscuits and breads. With made-from-scratch flavor, it's a taste of home.
Bob Evans down on the farm.
I'm Charlotte. I'm looking for stuff for my mom. I'm gonna give her a makeover, make her a little more hip.
Why are you giggling?
She grew up in the time of penciled eyebrows. Raising rage. Let's stay away from anything with anger in the name. Ooh. Don't look in the mirror yet, Mom.
What are you doing to me?
Cosmetics, fragrances, and skincare at Walmart.
Green eyeshadow. Very dramatic.
I like that. What do you think Dad's gonna say if he sees this?
He's not gonna say anything. He's gonna make a noise, though.
What have you done for you lately?
Now, just in time for the holidays. Over 1,000 slate pool tables begin arriving at Watson's this weekend. These tables, plus other new and slightly distressed merchandise, were purchased from the factory at 30 to 70 cents on the dollar. And the savings is yours for 5 days only at Watson's.
The Purdue basketball team is ranked 5th in the country, has perhaps the country's best backcourt tandem, and is among the favorites to win the national championship. No, not Gene Katie's Boilers. The Purdue women's team hosting three-time defending champion Tennessee today. The Vols once again ranked #1. And did you know Purdue coach Carolyn Peck was an assistant to the legendary Pat Summitt at one time? This is All-American Stephanie White-McCarty. Layup, she scored 24. Then White-McCarty did a little assist job, dishes out to Kelly Kamara. She nails down the three-pointer. Purdue up 7 early. Then Tennessee comes back. Shamiqua Holdsclaw, one of the nation's best players. Layup, Boilers led 46-33 at the half. Second half, Camille Cooper with a strong move. She scores inside, Purdue by 15, and then Katie Douglas. She is tough, drives, lays it in, and the party is on for the Purdue Lady Boilers. They beat #1, breaking that long winning streak, 78-68, Purdue. Still to come, another racing Earnhardt tries to make history. More on the Colts' dramatic win over the Jets. But up next, the rest of the day in the NFL. We'll have next up the Colts. The Bills, yes, that's their next game. We'll have their highlights next on the Lockout.
We're so obsessed with testing our all-new 98 Kia Sophia.
I never seen nothing like that. Must be a government thing.
We decided to take it for a 100,000-mile road trip. After all the coffee and all the miles, we're still going strong. And we've learned one thing. A well-made car can go 100,000 miles and cost thousands less than a Honda. Kia, it's about time everyone had a well-made car.
In the world of tools, there's only one true craftsman. Craftsman makes anything possible. Oh, yeah.
Global resources, right to your tank. Marathon, powering the American highways.
Burger joints say their burgers are big.
Big, big, big burger, big, big, big. Big, big, big burger, big, big, big. Big burger, big, big burger.
Would you like to try our new big, big, big burger? It's really big!
No.
It's big, I'm serious!
Eat food that is big. Subway's footlongs are meals in themselves, with your choice of veggies and meats piled high on fresh baked bread. They're bigger than a burger. Subway, the way a sandwich should be.
You shouldn't have to overpay just because you're a big or tall size. After all, life's unfair enough as it is.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
So the Colts put a dent in the Jets' AFC East title hopes. Next Sunday, they'll have a chance to do the same thing against the Bills. The Colts will be in Buffalo in a rematch of Week 6, which the Colts lost 31-24 at the RCA Dome. Now today, the Bills hosting New England. The Patriots, a team really going south. Doug Flutie, tight end, Jay Ramirez, my touchdown, 10-yard play. It's 13-3 Bills in control. Fourth quarter, the Patriots, Drew Bledsoe, well, he hits 37 yards to Tony Simmons. He gets inside. It's now 13-10. All of a sudden, it's a ball game. They're partying in the zone. Then it looked like New England might rally when Lawyer Tillman comes up with the big play in the end zone, intercepting Doug Flutie. So they get one last chance. Fourth down. Last chance. Sean Jefferson drops it. That's the game. And Buffalo, now 6-4, they win it 13-10. First place in the NFC West was on the line in Atlanta, where the Falcons hosted the 49ers today. Second, this is Jamal Anderson. Is this a great run? Danced his way in, then powering his way in. Touchdown, 7-0 Falcons. It's a party. Fourth now, Steve Young. Then they're trying to get back in this thing. It's 24-12. Young up to Jerry Rice, 65 yards later. It's a 5-point game at 24-19. But Chris Chandler having a super year. Follows that with this touchdown strike to Terrence Mathis. Another great grab, and Atlanta gets the win. 31-19 the final. They lead the NFC West now with an 8-2 record. Miami's 7-3 all alone atop the division. Also, Washington getting another win today, and the comeback today for the Oilers, 23-14. Kerry Collins, 13 of 26, 150 yards for the Saints, his first win as Mike Ditka's starter. Even though Randall Cunningham had arthroscopic knee surgery, only on Monday he was back on the field for the Vikings today. And look at him, no problem. He just keeps it, takes it in, calling his own number and everything. Bad knee and all. 7-0 Minnesota. Now in the fourth, Vikings up by a couple of touchdowns. Cunningham showing off the arm to that man, Randy Moss. The other end of it for 61 yards. The Vikes are 9-1. They get it big, 24-3 over Cincinnati. Now, this is Arizona, Dallas. That's Emmitt Smith, touchdown. It's a party. It's a party out west for the boys, right? They're up 28-0. But Jake Plummer over 450 yards today passing. That's Adrian Morrell. It's now 35-28. End of the game, Plummer with a chance looking in the zone. No. Ball is dropped. It's loose. They thought there should have been pass interference. No call, and Dallas survives 35-28. The night game tonight just over. Chicago-Detroit, first quarter. Charlie Batch out of the Mid-American Conference had a super game. It's Tommy Vardell. He goes in. Touchdown, 7-0 Detroit. It's a party tonight for Vardell. Touchdown, Tommy Vardell gets 3 of them. Here's one of them. Lions win it 26-3. Barry Sanders over 100 yards rushing again. Oakland beat Seattle, coming back to get it. They're 7-3. The Chargers only 203 yards in total offense, but Baltimore was worse than that. Brett Favre, 267 yards, a couple of touchdowns in that win, and Mark Brunell, 22-37 for 248 yards. Jacksonville just keeps on winning. College football, the bucket game is next for both IU and Purdue. The Boilers will come in riding high after beating Michigan State. The Hoosiers picked up a nice win Saturday, handing Minnesota a 2019 loss at Memorial Stadium. Paul Jones has the story of two guys named Randall L. who made the Golden Gopher scream, "Oh, brother."
By now, we all know what IU's Antoine Randall L. can do. The redshirt freshman letting his legs do the talking during his first year at quarterback. But Antoine's not the only Randall L. making the highlight reels. Let's not forget his older brother, number 10, Curtis Randall L.
We've been waiting about 9 games to get that combination going. You know, Twan's been doing his job, and I've been trying to take care of my business, but, you know, the big plays just haven't leveled out. So this game, it really came for us, you know what I'm saying? It was great. This game happened, you know, unbelievably the way we wanted to when it comes to him just, you know, him making plays, big plays, and I'm making big plays. And it's just, and it gets to the point where I look at him and he smiles, and that's it. And nothing else said about it, you know, because we know that's what we've been looking for, and we actually got it done.
While 19-year-old Antoine got it done on offense with 143 yards on the ground, 20-year-old Curtis came up big on defense with 7 tackles and 1 nifty interception. And the rest of the Randall L. family there to help celebrate, as always.
They've been playing since they were 8 years old, so me and my husband have both been traveling during that time. I mean, they've been to Florida, Kansas City, and, you know, Atlanta, so we're used to it.
He's such an introvert.
Yes, he is, very much so. This is not going to be a...
Obviously, Antoine not having a problem getting close to Mom, and now Curtis may not either.
Kind of nice when you call home, you know, they'll want to talk to you now.
Yeah, when I call home, now they accept my collect calls.
Yeah, I always answer. I always answer. It's collect calls.
Mom, quick to point out, there are no favorites in the Randall L. household. That household, by the way, isn't all grown up just yet. Marcus Randall L. is a 7th grader, and I'm told there's a good chance he'll suit up for the Hoosiers someday as well. Paul Jones, Wish TV, Sports 8.
Poof. Now I'm here. His dad is a 7-time Winston Cup champ. All Dale Earnhardt Jr. had to do today to clinch the Busch Series championship was to take the green flag at the Jiffy Lube 300. Well, he did that, and it was a party there for him. For a while, it looked like he might do pretty well and win this thing, perhaps. But with 111 laps to go, Earnhardt done his day early. He goes into the pits, and so basically what he does there, he just pulls in, and at this point, it's official that he's the champion, so he can just dive into the mosh pit and have a little fun with his crew. It was a party. First NASCAR family to have 3 generations of champions. So into the race, Jeff Burton trying to get around Jimmy Spencer. He bumps him, he taps him, and slips by to win it by a hood arm. Today, Jeff Burton. One quick baseball note, third baseman Ken Caminetti has signed a 2-year contract with the Houston Astros after spending the last few seasons in San Diego. Well, still to come, Colts president Bill Polian, he made a lot of personnel changes prior to the season. How have they panned out? We'll get Polian's opinion in just a few minutes. But up next, our Wish TV analyst Marvin Harrison joins us in studio. He had a big day. He'll talk about it next.
Step right up.
Wouldn't Monkey like to dance?
Of course, you lead.
Bird. Oh. Huh. Orphan.
Got milk?
So, where you guys headed? Me? A well-deserved vacation. Say, nice golf clubs, titanium.
High-stress steel.
Stress? Stress? At work they just introduced a 99-cent big chicken sandwich. I took 400 orders yesterday. Everyone made fresh, starting with me. I tell you, I feel like I'm about to explode!
Attention, do not leave baggage unattended. Report suspicious items to security personnel.
What? Rallies. Fresh because we just made it.
Hi, follow me. You've got to see this. Do you know where to find the nation's 4th largest college of communications? It's at Ball State University. And how about Indiana's nationally renowned College of Architecture and Planning? Ball State, of course. And guess who is Indiana's most comprehensive honors college? Are you seeing a trend here?
Ball State University, everything you need.
It's Reno's Christmas layaway sale. Fender, Gibson, and Guild acoustic guitars 20 to 50% off. Drum sets $3.99 with free cymbals. Children's sets just $139. Full-size MIDI keyboard $149 with free keyboard stand. Reno's has microphones and recording equipment on sale for the holidays. Fender Stratocaster, the world's most popular guitar with amplifier, just $2.99. So make it a musical Christmas with help from Reno's Music, where you can afford the best.
Wish TV salutes Ameritech, a merit to our community. Ameritech's Opportunity Indiana program provides two-way interactive video for healthcare and human services and brings distance learning to classrooms. Ameritech, a merit to making the difference.
Back on Sports Talker tonight, 88 on 8, and Marvin Harrison joins us in the studio like he does each and every Sunday. And, well, this one's a lot more fun to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, finally, you know, it's been a rough month or so, but it's finally get a win in our belts. You know, get some good things to talk about anyway.
And to beat Parcells and Keyshawn Johnson and those guys, it's a little more fun to beat the Jets for some reason. There's something about the Jets. It's fun to beat those guys.
Well, the situation that we're in, you know, it's good to go out here and beat anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so just fortunately it came against the Jets, and just, you know, overall we're just thankful that we got a victory today.
You were heavily involved. 9 catches, 128 yards. The touchdown, that was a nice play. This team, Peyton Manning said it afterwards, he said, the Colts just really never gave up, and it seems like you were fighting against all odds all day long. It seems like we were facing 3rd and long, and they're at the end of the game, the 4th and 15. Really a testimony to this team's heart today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It just shows that the type of character that this team has, that we're going to go out here, and regardless of what the situation is, we're going to go out here and play to the very last second. And I think that's what we needed today. And I think overall, offensively, defensively, and special team-wise, we all played together collectively as a group, which enabled us to go out here and win the game today.
You get a couple calls each way for you. One where it looked like you were going out of bounds, and you kind of threw the ball out of bounds, and they called you for an illegal forward pass. That was a strange play.
It's a tough break. Was it a forward pass? No. But did I throw out of bounds? Yes. But, you know, they called it a forward pass. So, yeah. I mean, we got 7 yards out of the play anyways. And, you know, we continue to go on and make some more plays.
Yeah, stopped the clock, kept the offense going. And then there was a play where they called it first, they ruled it incomplete. You argued quite a bit on that, and apparently your voice helped change the call.
I mean, things are tough enough as it is, but I mean, we're out there working, you know, too hard to give them anything at that point in time during the game. So, I mean, I caught the ball. It was a legitimate catch, and they couldn't just take it away from us. But unfortunately, they gave it to us. We went down and made some more plays and won the game.
And you and I were talking about this 2-minute drill that you guys have last week, and here it is again. It shows up at the end of the game. You guys drive down the field, make some huge plays, and it comes down to Marcus with the touchdown, and he stretched out that every inch of his body to get into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, the 2-minute drill takes a lot out of us, you know, the entire offense, and
it's something that we've been doing all year long, and it's just a credit to our offense that we've been doing it so long that today we were finally in a situation where we can go down there and use a 2-minute drill to win a football game. I think that's what we did today. We've been practicing 2-minute drill all year long, and today it finally came through for us and we won the game.
Your teammate, Ironhead Hayward, in the hospital. Was there any talk about him much today? Was there much said about Ironhead?
Yeah, all week long we've been talking about Hayward, and you know, Friday we just thought of, you know, it'd be great to get a win and give him the game ball, you know, if we won. You know, so we won today. You know, after the game, everyone was chanting Hayward, Hayward. Okay. And so it was just a good victory overall for everyone, the community, you know, everyone. So we just got to go out there and try to put two together and come back next week.
I can't let you get away without saying something about that defense. They pitched a shutout in the second half. That's got to help the offense.
Yeah, I mean, tremendously. I mean, like I said, you know, all three phases of our game came to play today, and they all contributed to the victory. So, I mean, you know, the defense did their part in the second half of holding those guys to no points, and we came out and put points on the board to win the football game.
Found a way to win. That's what the Indianapolis Colts did today against the New York Jets. Marvin, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
As always, 88 on 8. Always fun to talk to him. We'll be right back after this break with President Bill Polian on the future of the franchise next on Sports Soccer.
This year, the Marsh Chef Fresh Kitchen has 2 ways to say happy holidays. First, there's our deep-fried turkey, uniquely prepared, capturing all the juice and flavor. Then, there's our Applewood smoked turkey, tender and sweetened to perfection, both available in the Chef Fresh section of your Marsh Deli. Stop by Marsh or call 598-3738. We even have all your favorite side dishes. Marsh Chef Fresh, making the holidays twice as good.
To test their latest parka, Mother Gert Boyle and son Tim head for the mountains. Columbia Sportswear, one tough mother.
Oh. What's it going to take to get you to visit Mexico? How does a 7-day Carnival cruise for 4 to sunny Mexico on the Sensation sound? Sounds like you better head down to Don Pablo's for some authentic made-from-scratch Mexican food and register for a chance to win a fabulous cruise. Don't worry, you can pack later. Don Pablo's, the real enchilada.
All right, you see what?
I see maybe a shoe or a lizard.
You're kidding. You don't see the best-selling minivan in America?
No.
Well, how about the lowest-priced minivan in America? Do you see that?
No. Maybe a doorstop?
You don't see a Dodge Caravan with no-charge air conditioning and 7-passenger seating?
No. Oh, wait. That helps.
Caravan, starting at just $17,835 at your friendly Dodge dealer.
Help Barney and me feed the less fortunate through Kroger's Share Your Feast food drive. Now through November 26th, you can donate non-perishable food items to gleaners at area Kroger stores. Share your feast by being one of Barney's buddies.
Back on Sports Soccer tonight with the man who built the Buffalo Bills into a team that went to 4 Super Bowls and was smart enough in Carolina to use the expansion rules to build a quick winner there. And then you come to Indy, and it's a franchise that, quite frankly, in its Indianapolis years, has had more failure than success. Do you look at it now and say, wow, this is a tough job? Can I do it? Can Bill Polian be the guy that builds a consistent winner in Indianapolis?
Well, I don't have any doubt that Jim Moore and I and Jim Irsay together will pull it off, and all the other good people that are here. That's the biggest plus. Number one, this is a good group of players. They work hard, they practice hard, they pay attention, they're disciplined, by and large, you know, good people, fun people to be around. That helps, that keeps morale high. And we have some skill, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, it's another story. And you can point simply to the fact that this is a defense without big play people. It's that simple. And I exclude the secondary, which has Jason Belser and Jeff Burris and Tyrone Poole, because they become victims or recipients, as the case may be, of what happens in the other areas of the defense.
In the offseason, you spent a lot of money, Tyrone Poole, Jeff Burris, and with that price tag comes a huge target on their back. Have they lived up to your expectations or to that price tag?
The short answer to that is that they, as I said earlier, are either the recipients or the victims of your pass rush. And if you have one, they go to the Pro Bowl. If you don't, people are complaining about them on Monday morning. It's that simple.
So for the football fan, the Colts fan, it sounds like, just from talking to you, that this could be a long process, a couple more years of a lot more losses than wins.
Short is not going to be a year. We're not going to turn this thing around in a year. It's not going to happen. I mean, I have to be honest and say that. And I think I owe the fans that kind of honesty, and you that kind of honesty, and say we're not going to turn this around in a year or even two. We're not going to legitimately be a contender in 2 years. I don't see that in the cards. Beyond that, as quickly as possible. And then, once we've turned that corner, once we get the defense to where it can not only hold its own, but be dominant, now we can contend. Now we're legitimate. But until we get that defense to that level, we're just a pretender, and there's no getting around that.
Because you have so many offensive skill positions, are some of these guys marketable where you think where you might exchange some of that talent for some defense, or that ain't what you're thinking?
Trades are tough anymore in this league, number one, because of the salary cap. Number two, we're facing the expansion draft. In my way of thinking, talent's so thin around the league and depth is so thin that I'm loath to remove depth. I really am. In our league, you better count, if you get 12 games out of a player, you're awfully lucky. So you have to factor injuries in. So I don't like to remove depth when we've got it. You work like the devil to get it. I think what you do is you in order to shore up the other areas, number one, you draft well. Number two, you pursue talent from every level: Canadian League, free agency, World League, college free agency. Three, you develop it. You get the people on your squad better. And we've got some young players that we've added to the squad during the course of the season that I think will get better as time goes by. So
those three elements, that's really Bill Polian's blueprint.
Well,
that's your blueprint to build the Colts.
I hope so, yeah. That's really the only way to build anything lasting. I mean, you can go out and dabble in free agents. We probably could go out next year. I mean, I wouldn't deny this. We could probably go out next year and bring in, at great expense, 5 very old defensive players who would make us 8-8 or maybe even 9-7, maybe. And they'd be gone the following year because of age or injury. We'd be stuck with the cap room that they were eating up, probably in upwards of $10 million at today's prices. And we would have taken a small step forward, but in the long run, in terms of really being a bona fide contender for the championship, probably taking 3 steps back. Bottom line is that if you're going to build a contender in this league, there's no free lunch. There's no easy way to do it. You could get marginally respectable by spending a lot of money in the short run, but it'll be fool's gold in the long run.
If you're gonna make a move, make a move. If you're gonna have chicken. Hardee's new crispy chicken sandwich combo. Our crunchiest, juiciest chicken breast sandwich ever, plus fries and a drink. Now for just $2.99. If you're gonna go all out.
In a world that demands quality day in and day out, Chamberlain garage door openers have an almost miraculous record for reliability. That's why more people insist on Chamberlain. Now get a $10 rebate on Chamberlain Whisper Drive 1/2 horsepower models loaded with quality features and backed by a lifetime in-home warranty on parts and labor. Hurry! The Chamberlain rebate ends soon. Call for the store nearest you. Chamberlain, the world's largest manufacturer of garage door openers.
Afraid your health plan won't cover you when you travel? M-Plan members know better. We cover emergency care wherever you go. M-Plan. Medical decisions, financial decisions. Ever wonder which side your health plan is on? M-Plan members know better. By teaming up with M-Plan doctors, we're the health plan that's on your side. M-Plan.
Now, just in time for the holidays. Over 1,000 slate pool tables begin arriving at Watson's this weekend. These tables, plus other new and slightly distressed merchandise, were purchased from the factory at 30 to 70 cents on the dollar. And the savings is yours for 5 days only at Watson's.
Sports Locker is brought to you in part by Marsh. At Marsh, we value you. And by the American Dairy Association. Winners drink milk. Some of our Sports Locker guests receive gift certificates from St. Elmo Steakhouse.
We close this edition of the Sports Locker with the always entertaining Super 8 poll. Well, Bill Parcells and his foul mouth out of town, and that's why they are our 8th best team in high school football in Indiana. Number 7, Denny Pelly Sparkplugs. Sheridan in at number 6 this week, and Chittard after that big win over Evansville Memorial all the way up to number 5. Western Boone, the Stars with that big match with Speedway, they're at number 4. Cathedral beating Floyd Central by 10. They're number 3. And look at number 2, Ben Davis. They just keep winning after beating Arlington 41-0. Their next encounter with the number 1 team in the land, Bloomington South. That one will be in Bloomington and should be a dandy. Finally, here's a look at our plays of the weekend. First from the Colts, you got to go with this. The final play, the big touchdown, Manning to Marcus, touchdown, 24-23. And then the Steelers-Oilers game today. Now, it was 16-14. The Oilers had just scored a field goal. They were up by 2. Pittsburgh, their only chance was to keep this ball alive as long as humanly possible. So they just keep lateraling the ball. They're moving, they're lateraling. And finally, they just throw it over the shoulder, and it ends up, well, in the end zone, and a touchdown for Tennessee. They scored 10 points in 3 seconds, and they won it by 9. Good night, everybody. Our plays of the weekend.